All right, today we're going to talk about repairing your convertible top that's no longer working. What we have here is a 2003 Chrysler Sebring. And this year, all of the convertibles operate pretty much the same way in most vehicles. And it's not as complicated as you may think. It's pretty simple. So the problem I had with this vehicle was it just wasn't moving up or down. You would hear the motor operating, but it wasn't going anywhere. These motors are hydraulic pumps, and you can see the lines coming off the left to the top cylinder, and you follow the line over there to the other top cylinder. These cylinders are hydraulically functioned, and when you put the switch on your vehicle to put the top up, fluid gets pumped in these pumps, it raises it, it lowers it. It's that darn simple. So to get your seats out, which in this vehicle was a couple of bolts, a couple of clips, pop the seat out. The bottom seats had 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and then it slid right out, no problem. And then this laid over the top, fold that back, and expose all the innards for the pump. Here's your hydraulic pump. Now, what I had initially on this vehicle was this line here was leaking right here. Let's see, this one connects down here. This was leaking here. It was cramped. It was cramped and it was leaking here. So I went to LKQ, salvage yard. Excuse me. And I bought a new top line. This top line that goes here to this side, and the same line goes to the other side. When I was there, I went in and bought the pump too, just for the heck of it. Now, you buy this pump brand new, it's gonna cost you about $200 or more. Used ones on eBay are probably about $150 or more. Amazon about $200 or more. I got this pump at LKQ of another 03 Sebring for $24. I highly recommend LKQ. Nothing is sponsored by LKQ. I just find it the best place to go to get parts. LKQ or pull apart. So I got the pump for $25. The line, just the upper line is what I need to replace. I got that for $2. So $25, $26. I got the whole thing replaced. Came home, installed it. If you've not done this job before, on this make and model, this just gets ATF put in it. This plug pulls out and exposes the inside. You fill it up, and I would recommend some type of a syringe or something to fill it up. You got these rubber grommets here. You take a pry bar, pull it out. You can sit upright. Fill it up with ATF till it's run out the end. There's no fill level till it's running out the end. Plug it back up. You plug it back up. Cycle through your functioning of your top, up and down. It may not do anything. It may go just up and not down. But that cylinder is only half filled with fluid when you do that, portion filled. So you have to open it up again, fill it up with more fluid because half the cylinder is filled with fluid. After you get it functioning in one direction, likely opening will function, not closing, you have to fill it up again. All right? Then it will probably work both ways, but you'll hear this cylinder really, really grumbling. After you do it a few times and you bleed the lines is what you're doing. Getting these top cylinders filled with fluid. All right. You need to do it again. You need to pull that top out, put fluid in for a third time. Then you need to again cycle through it, opening, close, 6 or 7 times. You hear less noise from this pump. 4th time, take it out again. Fill it up with more fluid. You'll see each time there's lesser fluid than what you put into it. You keep filling that up until it is no longer reduced fluid, and it's at the top. Once it's at the top, it's filled. Function through your open and closing. And that's it. The noise will be lesser on the motor. And you'll have a functioning top. Be sure you don't know leaks in any of your lines. These lines, if you need just those, again, I would go to an LKQ and find a make and model and pull it. But you can find these on eBay. You can find these lines on eBay. If your problem is this actual top cylinder, this here, 2 bolts. Take this bolt off here. This whole bracket will come off. This whole black bracket will come off. And the stud goes through here holding it in place. That'll slide right out, easy. Second spot. Inside the top of the cylinder, if I can find it here. Trying to find it so I can show you. Okay, right, my finger's kind of behind it. Actually, it's down here. Oh, back here, there's another bolt that holds the top of the cylinder. Back right. I'm going to show you. You see where my finger is. Right here. It's another bolt. Now to get to this bolt, you're going to have to manually lift. You're going to have to close your lid. If you close your convertible top all the way, this will be exposed, where you can get through it from the top with your ratchet and undo it. When you join those two, the whole top cylinder would fall down. You can replace the whole cylinder. Again, I got cylinders out of LKQ and I got cylinders on eBay. I did that to replace this one cylinder. Replace that cylinder and your top will work. And you'll be enjoying the convertible life again.